If you're anything like me, when we are on the tail end of March heading into April, leaving winter and heading into spring, I just start thinking about summer. And to me, summer means being outdoors, swimming, working in the garden, wearing shorts and t-shirts. And after a long winter of being bundled up and hibernating, not getting as much exercise as we do during the summer, that's a little bit daunting. So I have been trying to incorporate more healthy snacks into my family's diet. And I did an experiment last week with a very nutritious vegetable that I turned into an amazing crispy snack. Welcome back to A Better Choice Homestead, where on my channel I focus on food, growing it, preparing it, and preserving it. Today is Friday, so this is an edition of Freeze Dry Friday, where we are turning healthy vegetables into delicious, crunchy snacks. I was trying to think of some nice snacks, some healthy snacks that we could have around the house for those times when you feel like snacking. And so I tried something, and while it didn't work as well as I had intended, it actually came out really good in a different way. So I have here some sweet potatoes cut down into fry shape, and I tried freeze drying them to then actually cook them as fries. And while that does work, I couldn't get them crispy. If you have tried that and you were successful, please let me know. I would really love to know how you did that. But even just freeze-dried, these are amazing, and they were really easy to do. All I had to do was wash them and then peel them and then slice them down and then put them into boiling water to blanch them for 3 minutes. It was simple. And then I also have 2 trays here of snap peas. These I also did a very quick blanch on, maybe 60 seconds. And I've had these in the freezer overnight, so these are all ready to go into the freeze dryer. I'm curious how these will come out because I did do a blanch on them. I was thinking after I had done that maybe I should have done one of the trays unblanched, but we'll see what they're like when they come out. These ones, they came out phenomenal. I couldn't get them to crispy fry, but they were veggie stick perfect. So let's get these all over to the freeze dryer and get them processed. Freeze dryer is all ready to go, so we can just get everything loaded in. Here's a close-up on those snow peas. They are fully frozen and they're not stuck together, so I think that they'll be somewhat easy to get off the trays. And this was 1.5 pounds of peas per medium original Harvest Right freeze dryer tray. I'm excited for these to come out because they were truly delicious. And with the food loaded, we just need to close our drain valve. And then just push continue. I'm thinking these are going to be a quick run, maybe 30 hours, but I'll bring you back when the timer runs down to 0 and we'll test for dryness. We are just past 41 hours on the clock here. However, I did throw a lot more hours on here. This was going to be done somewhere around 2 a.m. and so I threw hours on to get me through till morning, but then I woke up a little late, not enough time to deal with this before I started work, so it's lunchtime now. So this would have been originally done, let's say 2 a.m. and it's noon now. We're about 10 hours over, so this should have been done right around the 30-hour mark, but I don't know if they would have been dry at that time. I'm super excited to try these peas because I have not had these before and really glad to have more of the sweet potato fries. So let's go ahead and open the drain valve and then we'll take a look. Let's look at these first because we know these come out well. So we've got some nice, crunchy looking sweet potato fries. Very dry. They look great. Let's check the peas. These look good. They're definitely snappable. Cannot wait to try these. Let's get them into the kitchen and we will go ahead and test these and then get them packaged up. And because I'm absolutely certain that these are done, I'm gonna go ahead and defrost. So I'm just gonna push that. There's not much ice in here, less than 1/4 of an inch. So I think that the automatic 2-hour, well, this was set to 3, so I'll bring it back to 2. 2 hours should be enough to get this fully defrosted. I'll see you in the kitchen. I'm really excited to try these peas. They look like they came out fantastic, even though I had done that quick blanch on them. And that quick blanch just kills the enzymes that continue the aging process on these. So they should maintain their color and their flavor and their texture and their nutritional value longer than if they were not blanched. I don't think these will last very long though, because I think these are gonna be great. Let's give them a try. Those are fantastic. I'm definitely doing these again. Next time, they are fantastic just like this, but I think next time, after they come out of the blanch, I will add just a little bit of salt. I don't know if the salt will stick. Maybe I'll actually blanch them in salty water, because I think that they would be good if they had a little bit of saltiness to them, even though they are fantastic without it. These are amazing. Oh, so glad I did that. And then we have our sweet potato fries, which are light and airy and snappable. So let's give that a try, even though I know I love these. These are so delicious. They are so incredibly delicious. They are like a chip, but they have a very sweet potato-y flavor, which I think happens from the 3-minute blanch on them. It gives you something to crunch on if you're in the mood for something crunchy, but provides a ton of nutrients for you as well. They're delicious, absolutely delicious. Now, I'm not gonna rehydrate any of these because my intention with this is just to have dry snacks. I did try to rehydrate these and then get them to a fry state, and I mentioned that didn't happen, that it didn't work. And what I had done was I had put them in a bowl of water, let them absorb that, and then I had set them on a paper towel, kind of on the paper towel on the bottom and paper towel over the top, just to kind of draw some of that water back out. And then I tried pan frying them and also air frying them. And while they came out tasty, they were not like crispy. They still had a wet feel to them. So if you have ever done this and you have successfully been able to fry them back up, please share that with me in the comments below, because I will be doing more of these and I am always open to trying suggestions for a better outcome. These are fantastic. The only thing is I might try to add a little salt to them while they're cooking, so they have a tiny bit of salty flavor, but otherwise, they're fantastic. Just the perfect, crunchy, healthy snack. Love them. All right, let's go ahead and get them packaged up. I've got 2 jars here. I'm gonna put the peas in the bigger jar because there's more peas. And then I'll put the sweet potato fries in a 1/2-gallon jar. And I also have my bags ready just in case we need to put any in bags, because they don't fit in these 2 jars. Leave a couple out just to, one of each out, just to give you a close-up look on those here in a minute. 3 pounds of peas filled about half a gallon jar container. So we could have gotten probably 6 pounds of peas in here altogether. Note to self for later, I can do 4 trays of these and they would fit in a 1 gallon size jar. I'm gonna go ahead and put a gallon size oxygen absorber in there, 300 cc, and then put the lid on. And now we can do our sweet potato fries. Maybe they'll fit in a half gallon jar, we'll see. Let me see if I can get those to seat down better in there so we can add more just by shaking them up a bit. There, I just created half as much space again. So I should be able to get most of those in here. And honestly, anything that I can't get in here, I might just keep out to have as a snack. It is lunchtime. Probably don't even need that funnel for these, since I am hand dropping them in so that they're vertical. What a fun way to get your vegetables. I can see these, both of these, being a really good like movie snack. You're huddled together in the living room, watching a movie together. What a healthy snacking option. Of course, with a hydrating beverage, because these will draw moisture out of your body. You don't want to get dehydrated because, you know, they will absorb moisture. So, oh, I got all of them in. Wonderful. But that's what I would probably use these for, like an evening snack instead of popcorn or something, just to switch up to a healthier, less caloric option even. Oh, I said I was going to keep one out. Here we go. So altogether, we got about a gallon worth of freeze-dried crunchy veggie sticks. All right, ready for a close-up? We have the sweet potato fry, and it is just lovely. Delicious. And next up, we have the snap pea. I think I was calling them snow peas earlier. These are snap peas. These are so good. Definitely need to have a beverage, especially if you're going to have a handful of these, but they're crunchy, they're airy. The texture on them is really good. When you get to the actual pea on the inside, you get this burst of crunch and flavor. These are really, really good. And 100% natural. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these, any recommendations you might have for tweaking things up to maybe making these even better. If you are a freeze drying enthusiast and you haven't checked out my playlist of Freeze Dry Friday videos, I'll put a link to that right up here. Feel free to peruse that, and I always welcome comments, suggestions, so feel free to leave your thoughts below. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Freeze Dry Friday, Crunchy Freeze-Dried Veggie Stick Edition. My name is Kelly, you're at A Better Choice Homestead, and I do hope you come back and visit again soon.